It's the 7th of March 2024, and we welcome you on another edition of Bystanders Newsstands on Flip TV. Of course, it's Michael Adekunle, the anchor of the program, reaching you live all the way from Lagos, Nigeria, specifically at Oba Newsstand. I really appreciate you viewers for joining us on this program. We appreciate you for always watching Flip TV. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you. All right, you can join us on the sister channel, that's 50V Plus. We are streaming live on the sister channel, 50V Plus. We're also streaming live on Facebook. You can join us on that platform, Facebook, and watch Flip TV there. Quickly to the stories we have today on the program. Of course, the Labour Party is making a drastic decision. And was this decision all about? Just of recent, the court in Abuja, Appeal Court in Abuja, affirmed Julius Abre as the Labour Party chairman. And we have reactions to this morning. Also, in the latest developments by the FCT Minister, Wike, he said solutions are on the way to stop indiscriminate roaming of cattle in Abuja, that's the Federal Capital Territory. All this will be discussed on today's edition of Bystanders Newsstand. Quickly to the story we have here concerning Labour Party. The Court of Appeal in Abuja has affirmed Julius Abre as the chairman of the Labour Party. The appellate courts also set aside the decision of the Federal Capital Territory High Court, which last year restrained Abre and two others from parading themselves as national officers of the party. In the judgment delivered by Justice Amar Bakar, the appellate court held that the court was wrong to have assumed jurisdiction on the matter. I repeat, in the judgment delivered by Justice Amar Bakar, the appellate court held that the High Court was wrong to have assumed jurisdiction on the matter. The appellate court also awarded a cost of 1 million naira in favor of Abre and against the respondent, Lamidi Apapa. Justice Hamza Mwazu of the Federal Capital Territory High Court had last year granted an expert's order ordering that Abre and two other national officers stop parading themselves as leaders of the party for allegedly forging national documents, but the appellate court sets the verdict aside. The bottom line here is that Julius Abre is now the current chairman of the Labour Party. All right, congratulations to Julius Abre on that. So the next one, there is bloodbath in Benue State. Bloodbath in Benue State, as 50 persons were killed, by militia gangs who went on war yesterday. Now the story goes this way: no fewer than 50 persons, including a family of 7, were found dead on Tuesday following the invasion of the Bagi community in Ukum local government area of Benue State by suspected armed Fulani militia supported by local thief bandits in a battle that housed another thief militia gang in the area. It was gathered that most of the dead were members of the rival militia gangs, while about 12 innocent farmers were caught in the crossfire, which also left over 30% injured and many others declared missing. Wow, that's a sad development in Benue State, and the government of that state needs to quickly attend to this situation. That state is a uh, very, very, dangerous zone. Benue State, very, very dangerous zone, which by now I believe the government should have, solved the crisis in there. Have a situation where bandits invade that state and kill innocent people. That's a very, very worrisome situation, and we pray uh, the government, is responsive enough to that situation. Now let's quickly move down to the newspaper headlines. We have the Vanguard newspaper at the newsstand this morning. Was the Vanguard saying, Thierry Sanusi, I thought I would die before Wigwe. I thought I would die before Wigwe. That's the former CBN governor, Lamido Sanusi, saying this. Lamido Sanusi saying that he thought he would have died before the founder of Access Bank, Wigwe. All right, on the front page of Vanguard, we still have it there that bloodbath in Benue State, 50 killed as militia gangs go to war. 50 killed as militia gangs go to war. Nigerian News Direct was on its front page, the front page of Nigerian News Direct. Tinubu approves incentives, tax credits to deepen gas investments. Tinubu approves incentives, tax credits to deepen gas investments. On Platform Times newspaper. AFDB president advocates youth's future in Nigeria. Down the paper, we have why Nigeria must adopt non-interest banking system, says expert. You can go check the paper for more info on that story, why Nigeria must adopt non-interest banking system, says experts. Still on the same paper, Ramadan. Ramadan is just a few days from today. Ramadan is just a few days from today, and we have a story for Ramadan here. Sharia Council seeks creation of feeding centers for vulnerable. Sharia Council seeks creation of feeding centers for vulnerable, especially at this time. The hunger in the land is biting hard on Nigerians. We have Sharia Council seeking creation of feeding centers for vulnerable Nigerians. Appeal Court rejects federal government's attempt to retry Ojikalu in 7.6 billion naira fraud case. On this, Nigeria, Buhari's 8 years of printing money causing hyperinflation. That's what we have here. Finance Minister Edun, printing of naira in trillions was just carried out without matching with productivity. Cattle roaming will end in Abuja very soon. Wike Vows, that's the FCT minister, on this issue of open grazing. Cattle roaming will end in Abuja. Wike Vows. Rail mass transit 90% complete. That's what the FCT minister has said yet. And you can see more of this story on page 7 of this Nigeria. To the next one, the Nigeria farmers are speaking, and what are they talking about this morning on the front page of the New Telegraph newspaper? We pay ransom to bandits at gunpoint to access our farms. We pay ransom to bandits at gunpoint to access our farms. This is uncalled for. Like I said earlier on, it's a worrisome situation in the country. Insecurity everywhere. Farmers can no longer go to their farmlands, to do their normal daily activities. Hardship. On hardship, additional calls for restructuring, devolution of power. To the next paper, first newspaper. Reckless printing of money under Buhari caused inflation, says Finance Minister Wale Edun. The last paper we'll be reading to the viewers across the globe, the Punch newspaper. Of course, we have several papers still here, but we just need to make it snappy. The Punch newspaper: 24 states can't pay salaries without federal government allocation. 24 states can't pay salaries without federal government allocation. And let's quickly say the states that are affected. We have the likes of Ondo, Yobe, Sokoto, Plateau, Niger, Nasarawa, Adamawa, Cross River, Delta, Abia states. So these are the states that can't pay salaries without federal government allocation. All right, we have our reviewers at the news stand to dissect issues with me this morning. Of course, it's by standards at news stand. Matthew is here with me. Good morning, Matthew. How are you doing?
I'm fine. Thank you for having me, Mr. Mike Adekule.
All right, welcome once more. All right, to the viewers watching us, we say thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate you for always watching us on this program. We love your contribution. We appreciate your contribution all over the world. On the comment section, please let's maintain decorum. Please, it's very, very important to maintain decorum. Let's respect each other's views. Very, very vital. Your views are respected on this platform. Please let your analysis or your comments be constructive enough for people to read and dissect. Thank you so much, everyone. All right, let me say hi to the commenters this morning. Adejo Alunge, David Okafort, Iwadunladi Jane Ogo, Frank Ibe. Thank you so much for joining us. They are also saying good morning to us at the news stand, Matthew.
Yes, I say good morning to them.
All right. The FCC minister on this issue of open grazing. And what is it all about? He said he will stop open grazing very, very soon. Of course, we've been on this issue for a very long time. In Buhari's regime, it was an issue, a major issue in the country, open grazing, on which the Fulani herders now took advantage of Nigerians on that aspect, killing Nigerians. And when they realized that one of their cows were killed those days, I think about 10 to 15 Nigerians will go for it. The FCC minister is on it now that very soon there will be a solution to it. Matthew, how do you feel about his statement and this development?
I think it will be a welcome development to have peaceful coexistence of every citizen of the country. But let me say that I'm a little bit worried.
Worried as well?
I'm worried because while the FCT minister yesterday was addressing, I think it was the Belgian ambassador to Nigeria.
Yeah.
When the man expressed his concern over the roaming of cows in the FCT, when the Wike wanted to respond, he told him that this is a sensitive matter. Though he acknowledged that he's already working towards ending open grazing. But it baffles me when a minister of that status will be calling addressing open grazing as a sensitive matter.
Isn't it a sensitive matter?
Because for me,
You saw what happened in Buhari's regime. So it
that
should be a
because
sensitive matter.
that is because the Buhari government allowed it. Now we have another government in place. It's a matter of policy. We going forward, or you may not do it immediately anyway. You give a timeline. If you have cows in FCT, get yourself a ranch within a specified period of time. You can say 1 year, 2 years. That is enough for any serious business person to get his cows, to ranch his cow. Then alternatively, the government can decide to build ranches. But when they do it, it will be that they want to use it to get revenue. If you are coming to government facility, government owned ranch to put your cow, it should come with a fee. It should come with a bill. But staying like this and saying we are having conversation and we are not seeing an end to the conversation, I have a concern about it. And the area that baffles me, that worries me, is it look as if the FCT minister is handicapped when he said it's a sensitive matter. We have not yet seen any policy statement from the government regarding the issue of open grazing. Make statement, let us see you match it with action. If you are saying you are building ranches and these are the terms, if the herders should use the ranches, let us understand, because it's public fund you want to use to do it. Let us understand what you are doing. Then if you are saying herders should ranch their cattle, you give a timeline. But we are not yet seeing all this, and we're only hearing you are working towards it. I hope what we are doing planetary will yield positive results.
All right, chairmanship tussle had been a major issue in the Labour Party, and of recent, the court gave a verdict, affirmed Abure as the chairman of the party. He's been reinstated, and of course, don't forget that Papa Lamidi has been parading himself at.
Is that Papa Lamidi,
Papa. So he has lost.
The battle.
Yeah, he has lost the battle.
But maybe he will have another chance of appeal to Supreme Court. But let us, based on our conversation on the current verdict of the court. You see, I've always seen Papa Lamidi Oshodi as a spoiler.
He's a Papa.
As playing the spoiler game. I've always seen him like that. But don't forget that even during the litigation of Labour Party against the president, Senator Ahmed Bola Tinubu, Papa was asking Labour Party to withdraw the case. Yeah. So it clearly showed that, yes, he was being used by the government in power. So, and though from the beginning he is a genuine member and a legitimate member of Labour Party, but at some point, I think the ruling party was able to woo him to their side and started using him. So he was like a mole in Labour Party. So, though whether he was a mole or not, I think what is right is what are the facts before the court. So if the court is recognizing Buri, I think it shows that the fact before the court proved that he's a legitimate chairman.
Don't you cite division in Labour Party as a result?
Definitely from the beginning, even if it's one or two persons, Apapa, is it Apapa? I'm not getting it right. Lamidi Apapa have as his follower is a minus for Labour Party. There's no argument about it. But owing to the fact that he was already playing the spoiler game, so easy matter of the party, by the leadership of the party, will do the party a great favor because it has clearly showed that he's working for the government in power.
Matthew, isn't it time governments solved the crisis in Benue State? About 50 people were killed.
To be quite honest with you, Michael, I'm worried. I'm worried because though I've not checked what transpired in this last crisis, but the problem in Benue have always been between herders and host community. And what is contentious in that state has to do with land. Don't forget, Benue is the back foot of the nation. It doesn't answer the bargain food of the nation for nothing. It's because we have so much arable land in that place. The land there is fertile. That best explains the reason Fulani is always interested in that area.
Is it a Fulani state?
It's not a Fulani state. Fulani are nomadic in nature. If you are looking at a state that is perhaps a Fulani, I think it should be Bauchi.
Bauchi or Kwara State?
No, Bauchi. You know what I say it. Do you know what I say?
We have Fulanis in Kwara State.
No, we have Fulani almost every part of the country. But you know what I'm pointing at Bauchi? The Bauchi governor, Bala Mohammed, said 70% of the residents, people in Bauchi are Fulani. So if they can be in that percentage, in that number, it shows that this is their ancestral home. And I think, if I'm not missing words, Bala Mohammed himself is a Fulani man. So to that extent, if a Fulani man can win state governor in a state like that, I think it's a Fulani state. But looking at other states, because they are nomadic nature, they move around to graze, for their cow to graze, and as they move, they are not having any inheritance. They can occupy a place for 6 months, 1 year, 3 weeks, as the case may be, and move. And once they leave that place, they might not come back to that place in life. Or even if they are coming back, they may not resettle exactly the point where they left. So by implication, they are not giving any inheritance. Though we used to have grazing routes and grazing reserve. But these have been overtaken by events. Time, they have been overtaken by time. It has been encroached. And you cannot tell anybody to start that they want to reclaim any grazing route or grazing reserve. What is fashionable in this our current age is ranching. So if you want to solve the issue of this perennial issue of herders, host community clashes, you go by ranching. The formality is what we should be discussing. How do we go about it? Like I was saying, if it is capital intensive, it's expensive, do government build it and allow herders to leverage on it and pay rent, pay due, pay money to government? Another thing is trust. The issue of trust deficits. There is no way you can tell an average certain governor, be Delta, Edo, Imo, maybe Ogun, Osun. There's no way you can tell any governor from the south, whether APC rule state or PDP rule state or even Labour Party rule state, that you want land for ranching for Fulani. Nobody will give her the land. Because they feel that Fulani is domineering. That once you give her that land, they are going to occupy it, claim it as ancestral home, and fight you. Muhammad Buhari tried it when they were talking about pilot scheme for ranching. Almost all the southern governors, irrespective of their political platform, went against it. Because they told the governor, yes, we hold land in trust on behalf of the people. And in most cases, they will tell the president that we don't have land for ranching. So I think, first of all, you have to start with confidence building. Because nobody in Nigeria and the South is confident to cohabit with the average Fulani man. Because there's that belief that Fulani will invade communities if you give them an inch to stay in your surrounding, in your environment, in your locality.
Matthew, why are we always careful? Why are we always making it a sensitive issue? Why trying to solve the crisis orchestrated by these Fulanis? Does it mean Nigeria is a Fulani nation?
I think the reason is because the Fulani have found their way into every strategic position of this country. I don't see why a Wike should be scared.
Look at this
should be saying it's a sensitive matter. I don't see what is sensitive about it. It has to do with government pronouncement, government policy. I'm not saying they should treat them badly. If you are going by ranching, I believe they should be given adequate time to do it. If government is building it, I think it should be done in a way that their business is not affected. After all, if you do the business of ranching properly, the whole value chain is going to benefit our economy. But for me, the Fulani man under Muhammad Buhari lived above the law. And up to now, that euphoria that they carry on from Buhari I think they see bask in that euphoria, thinking their man is still there. But I think a Tinubu should do things differently.
All right, let's quickly move down to the comment section. Please, before I read these comments, you have opportunity to call us today on the program. You have the opportunity to call us on the program to contribute. We have the link on the comment section there. You can do that to contribute on the topical issues we are treating. Now, there's a Chima, Mr. Matthew, Fulani have no home. They move and occupy people's lands by force. They have been trying to occupy Benue State and has been resisted by the indigenes. Thus, the clashes all the time. They have also tried to infiltrate the southeast severally and has been resisted vehemently, which is true.
No, I totally agree with him.
Enugu State.
I totally agree with him. If you look at what gave...
even Imo State as well.
Even as Sunday Igboho, the way he came to relevance is because of the activities of Fulani herders. We read about the Sadiki of Ganga, who at the time Sunday Igboho gave quick notice. How he was operating with impunity without challenge by the government, paramilitary agencies and all that. So for me, what Udeze Chima is saying is absolutely correct. They invade people's communities, they occupy their ancestral home and challenge them. It's on record that even in Plateau State, about 70 communities have been renamed and talking about dislodging the original owners of the land, renaming it and occupying it. And as we speak, it's not on record that the government is doing anything to reverse the trend. The killing that happened in Plateau State, it's not on record that anybody has been arrested and is under prosecution. So why would they not act with impunity? So that's why I'm saying that under Muhammadu Buhari, they saw themselves as first-class citizens. And I think Tinubu should do things differently.
And don't you see now that the renewed threats of Sunday Igboho to the Fulanis?
I don't see that as a threat. I don't see that.
It's reasonable enough. Now.
I don't see. I like what Sunday Igboho is doing. Because if not for Sunday Igboho, the excesses of herders in the Southwest would have been more than what we saw. Even if the federal government through DSS went against Sunday Igboho, personally I supported him that time, and up to now I support him. And he has said it all. He said, let the monarchs in the Southwest support him.
That is it.
Let us have a more comprehensive, a more robust Amateku, where you co-opt a Sunday Igboho into the system to give him a regional head of Amateku. You see it performing better. There's nothing wrong in saying you have a regional body controlling Amateku and you make a Sunday Igboho the head. I think they perform better.
What is Gani Adams doing?
If
you make him the head.
For some time, I don't know, he have not been acting.
Gani Adams.
So when he refused to discharge his responsibility, I think that gave rise to Sunday Igboho.
All right, still on the Fulani issue, we have David Okafor saying that it is too shameful to be talking about earth-men attitude by the so-called federal government of Nigeria. It is important of this purposeless government of Nigeria to solve economic problems.
They are all intertwined. Whether economic problem, herders problem.
Sorry.
For instance, the issue of farming, it is facing serious challenge. You can have a situation where people cannot go to farm because of activities of herders, because of banditry. Look at the place of like Zamfara, even Katsina, the whole state of the former president, Taraba, Plateau, Bronu. That one is majorly Boko Haram and all that. So it's difficult for the people in these areas to go to farm. So when you're talking of academic activities, it's intertwined with security. You are looking at inviting foreign investors, trying to woo them into the economy, and they are seeing our security challenge. They are not likely going to come. So when you are looking at our economic challenge, it's intertwined. The ability for you to solve the security challenge have a long way to go in addressing our economic problem.
I don't understand what Taiwo Odunlade mean by no way Sunday Igboho can never be made the head of Amotekun. I don't know.
He have his opinion. I am airing my opinion.
Okay.
He have his opinion. I'm saying going by the role he played, because we are seeing somebody who like the safety of lives and property of his people. We have seen somebody when the police, the army, the DSS, all the security agencies put together were showing like a attitude in addressing security challenge. Sunday Igboho rose up and he filled that vacuum. So it's not out of place if legally you give him a role to play in the security arrangement. That is my opinion. I'm not imposing my opinion on anybody, but that is my opinion.
Okay. Pius Idein, hello. To stop insecurity, I advise the Nigerian government to legalize guns for those farmers that has 5 acres and above, and to those people that have 12 million naira in their bank account. This stop. Okay. What it's trying to say is that the government should legalize guns for these farmers.
But Mike, let me tell you something based on what you just said. You see, under the last administration, that Sishako as the governor of Taraba State, there was a program where the military wanted to disarm Nigerians. Even if you have AK-47, you have nobody was giving license for AK-47 anyway. Maybe pump action, maybe double barrel, and all that. They were saying they want to mop up arm in the site. Do you know what Sishako told the military high command? He said, before you disarm my people, first of all, go and disarm the bandits in the bush. He said, because you cannot ask me to disarm my people. At the end of the day, those bandits will come to people's home in the night, drag them out like cow, and slaughter them. So you put them at the mercy of those bandits, those terrorists, those killer henchmen. So to answer your question directly, I think we should fashion out a system where arm will be allowed to be owned, operated by individuals.
Odunlade has come again to tell you that Amotekun already has an edge on that issue, so there's no need for Sunday Igboho to be the head of Amotekun. I think that's what.
But let me quickly respond to him directly.
Okay.
That it is on record that Amotekun is giving result, but that we are not where we should be. The level of efficiency we are expecting, we are not yet there. So even if a Sunday Igboho is not heading it, but let us deepen that security architecture.
Okay, to the next one, which is the last discussion we're having here with you on Edo Assembly crisis, Edo State crisis.
Is it the deputy governor?
The deputy governor, Philip Shuaibu. The impeachment process has begun. I don't know how you feel about the situation. Last year, it was having an issue with the incumbent governor of the state, who happens to be his boss, Godwin Obaseki. And Godwin Obaseki moved to impeach him. This is another saga happening. And this is a man vying for the position of that number 1 state, talking about Philip Shuaibu. Don't you think this is going to affect him?
I don't think Shuaibu is contesting. Because for me, the PDP have done their primary. He went ahead to do a parallel primary and declared himself the candidate. At the end of the day, he said the court will virtually determine. You have right to drag anyone to court anyway. Yeah. But don't get it twisted. I'm not supporting anybody. Okay. Let the right thing be done. No. But let me quickly say that the reason they made the impeachment move against him is not far-fetched. It's because they see him as a threat, because they say a house divided against itself cannot stand. So even if he's not getting the ticket and he's fighting within the party, it's a minus. It's a minus to the success of the PDP in that pool. So for me, the reason because he would have been impeached before now. Yeah. But for the peace that was brokered by some stakeholders that saw him maintaining his position up to this moment. But I think Obaseki has seen that this man is unrepenting. He's bent on a kind of, how do I put it? If I cannot have it, we'll scatter it. It's like another day they say in my place, if you see a fowl, who a fowl wants to eat, they say the reason he scattered the ground is he's saying that if there's nothing to eat here, let it scatter so that no one can eat it. So I think that is the game and Obaseki is trying to play. And perhaps the reason an Obaseki want, though it's not, you cannot say Obaseki is the one because it's the House of Assembly that is doing it, but you cannot remove Obaseki from it politically. The reason Obaseki may be doing that may be because he want to put him on check. So by the time he come back in, it's okay, withdraw from the race.
It's not advisable Shuaibu leaves the party.
Leaving the party is not a better alternative for me.
Okay.
Because on Oshomole, I said it before now, when there was insinuation that Shuaibu may defer to APC. Do you know what Oshomole said? He said APC is not a rehab center. So I don't know where he may be running to, because I understand that APC is another strong party in Edo State, and you cannot take away the fact that Oshomole is the leader of that party in that state. And we know the cat and rat game both of them played before now.
Thank you so much, Matthew. I really appreciate you coming on board. All right, still appreciate
I live with God. I live with the spirit of Him. That's why I came. God will bless you and bless our viewers. Good morning, our viewers. Hope and diaspora. Anywhere. You say Korosek. Go live. Go live. Penetrate everywhere. That's why you and I can be able to come and say, good morning, thank you for viewing us. And yesterday, what happened, man? It's like some situation beyond the control. Because we are worried. Because you see, we're worried, we're here. We're worried. Say they call you, okay, you are coming at the end. I thought everything is okay.
I passed the information across to your colleagues. I passed
that you are not able to come.
That one, I was somewhere else.
Okay, see, it was good. You see progressive language. God bless you. You see what a great girl you are, a mighty God. So what's happening?
All right, open grazing is what we are discussing here. I'm the Minister of FCT, yes, Wike, said that very soon there will be an end to open grazing in the country. Don't forget that it was a major issue in the country, especially in the regime of the former president,
Muhammadu Buhari. You are right. You see, let me come to your language, and your language is pure. Because, see, there's A and there's B. Sometimes when you say 1 + 1 is 2, somebody will say it's 3. It's wrong. Is it not wrong? Because accordingly, 1 + 1 is 2. It's not 3. When the last president, the last administrative was saying open grazing, it's wrong. You can't force people to do what they don't want to do. It's a fundamental human right to choose what their life and their children to be will live, and they will have a peaceful atmosphere. Because he was trying to make his kinsmen live, and he doesn't know that he's not governing his kinsmen. He governed the whole Nigeria, 230 million Nigeria, different ethnic group. You have to pure and answer all their call. So now I thank God that it's going to end. To the extent that I was saying that we're going to create a road for cows to be passing the whole Nigeria forest. It's not a reliable language. See, that's what I'm telling you, because without God, we know where to live. Without God, Nigeria not going to live. Nigeria not going to stay today. They will destroy. They will kill themselves because God reigns. He said, reigning majesty, what a great God you are. Because Nigeria Nigeria population is higher than the Muslim population. For God say we are one, we are the same religion, but there is a different entirely. That's why there was a problem in that ticket of Muslim ticket. And then Frank here, say the truth will set you free, but the truth is bitter.
That was an error.
Yeah, an error. It prolong what we are seeing now. It propagates. It brings things. But I know at the end of the day, I know who you are. I know you and I will serve the living God. See, you are the living God. It must change things. It must change things. So this hardship is just for a while. It will go in the morning. It's for the night. It must go.
The president has been advised to, reverse his harsh policies. Harsh policies. Let me use that.
Hardship. You see, when you want to go to this road, the road no good. You are going to say it's good because you believe. But at the end, you see, no, it's very difficult. You have to change your mind and your heart. And some people will not flash to you say, no, that in the front. Go back, reverse. You will not reverse your jar, you go back. And you see, say, oh, why I can't do this place this morning? Are you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why I can't do here this morning? If you say I don't come over here this morning, this place could never, if I don't reach where they go, say, where you they go? With Tahansi, where you they go? Nicola Papuchi. See, we are Nigeria, we are blessed with everything. Because of the situation that we have ourselves in here, now the government and the leadership, their doctrine is different from the reality of what God said we should live with. We must reverse and go back and go the right way. It's the wrong way. It's earlier to go to the wrong way. That's why we are suffering. But God is almighty. He will reverse us. We have the capacity to revive us.
Thank you so much.
You see, you know what happened? I've told you another time. I have some problem with my accommodation. That's a problem, big problem now where I'm staying now. See, just 1 month, they have sold a house and I'm looking for how to rent a house, a room, to accommodate myself. So, my viewers have tried to give me the language, please, anyhow. I'm begging. Because a month, I don't want to be homeless. Back to this situation, now add to the situation, and no home, no shelter. Please help me. I need a shelter. Just 1 month now. Everybody will live there. But God won't let me to live this home again.
We've been told to vacate the building.
Vacate! This month ending. February, April.
All right.
So it's a big problem for me now, but I know God lead is above. And God will touch your heart to let me live, to let me have a shelter. Because I can't add the two together.
Well, you won't be homeless by God's grace.
Amen. My God will bless you. Let them know I won't be homeless by God's grace. You make a language say I won't be homeless by God's grace. I don't know. God will kill you. Because live. Live. See, the truth will set you free. And God is the truth. I'm happy to see us again. I will see us more and more.
All right.
God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, morning.
Yeah, morning. How you doing?
Yeah, good morning. What a wet day.
Yeah.
We didn't see you yesterday. And actually, I followed your program you did, which was a fantastic program. And I think we should, the decorum, the enlightening viewers that was there, that was there. I really want them. They have decorum and they are really up to standard to even engage in conversation, not the caliber of people we have here that are going astray. And I want to even let Flip know, Flip has really created a lot of lacuna for everybody just carrying camera here and just taking over the space of Flip. And they say you don't buy the fingers that feed you. A lot of them grew to Flip, but they should look for a space for themselves, not competing. But when you guys are not complaining, so what's my own business? So it's turning to Jankara market here now. Jankara media market with the encroachment of all these people, right?
All right, thank you so much. Julius Abure has been reinstated as the Labour Party chairman. Would you say this is the beginning of a new dawn for Labour Party?
Was he sacked before? Did he step aside before? Was there any controversy
Yes.
then?
Yes. Lamidi Papa was the chairman before because he was parading himself as the chairman. But the genuine chairman, according to the verdict given by the court, Abure Julius is now Labour Party chairman. Now, can this put to rest the problem, the chaos, or the confusion in Labour Party?
You see, all of them are confusionists. Both Abure and both Apampa, they are confusionists. You know, all of them belongs to the Labour organization, Labour Congress, right? And they are all Labour Congress members. And the fight came up due to the they involved in. Abure went along with the LP, Labour Party, while Apapa went along with APC. And you could see that there was an ethnic coloration in that fight they're fighting. To the extent they have to remove the like 2 or 3 guys that hold high posts in that Labour Congress. I'm talking of Apapa, and there's one other guy that they got a kangaroo judgment against. So they just want to remove the people that are loyal to Tinubu likewise. And I could see in the hierarchy of Labour, there's no southwestern man that is occupying that. So it's a game that they just started, and I don't think they can finish it soon, right? Because they have an agenda. And the agenda is being known to those members of the Labour Union. And we are just seeing the beginning. Behind the stage, about to come, right?
Let's quickly move down to Edo State, where the impeachment proceedings have commenced against the state's deputy governor, Philip Shuaibu. What was really happening? Is the political career of Philip Shuaibu diminishing in that state? Last year, don't forget that Shuaibu, after the saga, the problem that happened between him and his boss, Obaseki, they apologized. Obaseki said, okay, no problem, I'm forgiving you. This is another crisis. After last year's move to impeachment, this is another impeachment saga.
You know who's laughing now? Who is laughing last now? Do you know who is laughing last?
Who's laughing last?
Eze Yamo. Eze Yamo will be somewhere.
Pastor Eze
Yamo will be laughing now at the two of them because they all gang up against him, and I think Oshiomhole too will be part of that. Victory laugh. That after all, we've seen the end of these 2 gladiators that disturbed, my candidate from being the governors of Edo State. And I think it's an interesting issue going on now, because I listened to one Mr. Oluphilip, or was it Oluphilip, that Obaseki hired. The center is no more holding in Benue now as it is, because as of this morning now, 13 or 14 as of the assembly member that is loyal to Obaseki, and 9 are loyal to APC, and I could see what's this guy called? The deputy we're talking now, Philip Shuaibu could play a dangerous joker game by, alleging or by forming an alliance with APC candidates, because it was in APC with Oshiomhole before things went wrong, and he went in alliance with Obaseki, and they ousted Oshiomhole candidate. We are seeing the game is just turning over as it is now. So I think Obaseki now, if he succeeds, right, in putting his own candidate as a governor, which is Igadolo, or what's it called? Igadolo. Yeah, if he succeeds, good luck to him, but I see a rough terrain he's going to work on before he can succeed anything, because those guys are ready for him. And Wike faction is still there likewise. Wike has an input. And is he Obat or Obi, the chairman of the PDP in in the Edo State, was neglected after Obaseki clinched that governorship seat. So they look at Obaseki as an ingrate, that they helped him, and Wike said look at him as an ingrate. So it's going to be a tough terrain for Obaseki to put that guy on the seat, to put Godalo on the seat. It will be a very tough job for him to because he's losing, because people love Shuaibu. People love, he was once a comrade, now he's the president of the Student Association of Nigeria. So he has all the to do to gather crowds and to assemble crowds and to win crowd to himself. So I think Baseki needs to be watchful and to be careful the way it's trending now.
All right, your reactions over the statements of the FCT minister as regards um, cattle, cattle roaming about in FCT, that's Federal Capital Territory. And the statement was made during the visit of Belgian ambassador to him in Abuja, and many are still talking, reacting till now that why is it that whenever we have a discussion on Fulanis or Fulani herders, we make it a sensitive issue in the country. Kule, isn't it a sensitive issue?
It's a sensitive. It's not really a sensitive issue because people make it sensitive.
And why is the government not dealing with the situation?
Because some people believe they own Nigeria. But some people believe cow is even more valuable than human being, and it's so silly of anybody that think that way. Because when you even, I saw cows on the Lagos Ibadan Expressway last week. I notified, like a month ago, right? I saw it and I was so, it's as if I should get down from the vehicle I was, and so I was not even saying if I need to get contact of Mr. Dakpo Abiodun, because how can you allow your state to be overrun by cow on the street? Cow and cars are competing. So everywhere you see cow, and cow are even more important than human. You could see the other time the herdsmen were terrorizing people. There was one guy, chief of defense, was it chief of defense staff, that came out openly that they should leave all these herdsmen alone because they are, that's what give them their own income. So they should allow them to, just be with their cow and, parade with their cows all around, grazing and all sort of things. But to me, Nigeria is getting it wrong on that way, because I only know what you can do is ranching. If you do not open grazing, if you do open grazing, all those cows, they keep encroaching anywhere they get to. And, it's archaic. And I really want to put the blame on the past president, military. I can talk military president we had, Buhari. He really goofed. He goofed a lot. We've aligned all these kinsmen to overtake all the region, and doing as they like, and being above the law. It wasn't welcomed by me. I was so sad then, and that was why I really supported the input of Igboho, and they should give that guy the glory, and they should give him that kudos. I know some docile Yorubas will be thinking of what has Igboho done. And what has Igboho done? They were killing their family, they were killing their fathers, they were killing their children, and there was nobody to come out. And the only Messiah that came out then, that God sent, and he just wanted to liberate his own people from the jungulas of the S-men, and some Yorubas that are not true son of the Odudua. They were blaming me, and we are looking out for those kind of people. Maybe we keep attacking them one by one, that they are the enemy of the Yoruba land or Odudua land, and because we'll give it to him, give it to that guy single-handedly. He came out to stop the rubbish, and the kings too that were allocating lands to all those guys. Nevertheless, they instead of profiling them, they don't do that. All they bring talking to them, and you see them allocating lands to strangers you don't profile. So to me, Nigeria needs to be decentralized. Maybe that will be the end point of it. It's decentralization of the country. That will be the end. Maybe, and there's an agenda this president has. And
is he dealing with the situation?
He's dealing. The North are not happy with all his
policies, right?
Policies, yeah, because it's haunting them really, and they have to fight back. Some have to fight back. The North, they are not on the one block as we think they have. You have the Bororo, you have the Fulanis, you have the what's it called, the Real Hausas. Yeah, you have them like that. They are not on the same block we think they have. They are not on the compact block we think they have. So there's division among them too. So to me now, we should I mean, that constitution, actually, that constitution is Mephisto's constitution and military constitution that we are practicing now is archaic. So to me, that's the only thing we can liberate. We can have peace in this country. We have to look into that constitution and see how we can adjust some things. And we sit down, the confab of Jonathan, we bring it back to the table. But as it is now, let's give this man a chance. Let's give Tinubu a chance. He's driving our vehicle towards a promised land. But some people that don't have that, believe that their own is to sit on the fence and criticizing. And I can even tell you some of our co-viewers, reviewers here, if you know the dirty games they played, these are people they will give money to, share it, they will give so person to, they will language the money, they will spend the money without delivering that message, and they will come here and start saying Tinubu is this, Tinubu is that. These are the youths. I just don't want to mention names. Among all of us here that are reviewers, we've seen 1 or 2 occasions that the man sent money, delivered this money to so person, and that guy went on spending the money. And luckily that man flew in, he came into Nigeria. Immediately he saw that man, Mr. Cole, immediately he saw him, he disappeared into thin hair. And those such people that has no moral, we keep coming on the flip, even a lot. There are a lot of them like that. They have no moral, they have no integrity. And they keep accusing finger, a criminal, and they pointing to another person that is a criminal. So what do you think? I mean, it's so sad. So when you see like Nigerians that are coming out there, you think they're saints. You think they're saints. Who is a saint? I'm not a saint, likewise. But I don't spoil, I don't criticize, I don't come and start saying what I know, me, myself, I'm doing. I mean, it's crazy of people, man.
Yeah, I think some people have started mentioning your analysis on this Fulanis.
Yeah.
We have, is it true, before I even, is it true you supported Buhari government? Wholeheartedly. Did you support Buhari government?
Wholeheartedly. I just wanted a change of government then. And I supported Buhari government because Buhari, I knew as of 1993, 94, before, was it 93, 94, before Babangida took over, him and the Diagbon, they were vibrant government then. They were vibrant government. Forget about the torture people went through then, but they stabilized all those, they checkmate all these politicians. And we thought Buhari was still same Buhari, but you can find somebody a job, you can get somebody a job. It's my white wish that I did then. I, applied then that I want to support this man again. He can do it again the way he did it in 1983 or 84 or so, But I never knew Buhari has changed drastically. Buhari is coming to, nevertheless, the agenda Buhari brought was all the generals. You know how much they made. They made in their comfort. A lot of money. So he was the only president, military president that was a pauper. He left, his military district as a pauper. So he said it was his own turn too. He came and the economy was bastardized.
All right, Robert Uche. Yes. You supported Buhari government with your full chest.
Yeah.
Stop lying.
Did I lie? I said I supported him. Did he hear what I'm saying at all? I supported him, thinking that it was same Buhari we had in 1983 with the Diagbon, because I so much enjoy. That was the regime. I didn't be that regime, was continuous then. Nigeria will have changed a lot. If you're a drug dealer, they will take you to Babish. They will tie you to the rope. They will shoot you. If you're an armed robber, they will take you to Babish. They will call your parents. Like China, disciplined, this is the practice in there. And I think we are embarked on that Idiagbon Buhari government then. But the same Buhari that we thought we have, new sheriff, you could see, when he came in, they would say new sheriff on town. Everybody was welcome, maybe to just even to sanitize all these politicians. But we never knew Buhari himself. And likewise, you can look for job for someone. but cannot do the job for him. I can recommend you for a job. I'm not going to be the one to do the job for you, right? People goof at times, people misbehave, people go astray at times. So nobody should hold anybody responsible for voting for Buhari, because during that government that was in power at that time, a lot of cash, a lot of money was siphoned, that was the era of Desiani, that was the era of, but not knowing that the new sheriff that came in was there to even favor his own chop and chop. Everybody just keep favoring his own region. Jonathan tried for his region. Then Buhari now came, okay, my region has lacked a lot. Let me invite my Fulani people to come and partake in the sharing. So Nigeria is all a national cake. So all of them are just sharing the national cake. But who is feeling the brunt? Is the masses, right? It's the masses. So the case of Nigeria is so funny. It's so funny. We youths, they demoralize us that everybody was depending on the stipend that is coming from the politicians. Election time, that is the cash out time for the masses. But the masses never think of one day this money will start coming, floating. You can see now it's only 24 states that can afford to pay salary. Salary. 24 states can't pay salary. Salary. It's only 8 states that can pay salary. Can you see how diminishing governance has got to, man? I mean, it's so sad. It's so sad. So everybody are dependent. All these governors, what are they even spending the money on without allocation? And there's no thinking. That's why I say we have to put our thinking cap on. Instead of blame game, what are the solutions we can? If an average governor, if your governor, if my governor, if lucky governor can think deep, how can I generate revenue? You know, they have a lot of, Nigeria is blessed, but they are lazy governors. They are just to the end of the month, go to Abuja to go and collect facts, allocations. I mean, so you expect the country to be okay? You are just consuming, you are not producing. You are not thinking of productivity. You are not thinking of what can I bring on the table apart from the fact allocation I'm getting from the federals. So you can see where the problem is. So it's not only one man problem, it's a general problem. It's your governor problem, it's a president problem, it's National Assembly problem, it's House of Assembly, right? Really, and it's the local government problem, and it's the masses problem likewise because we don't engage them. Thank you. It's a pleasure, right?
Thank you so much. Okay, good morning to you.
My brother, God bless you.
How are you doing?
I was waiting to say what happened yesterday. I didn't see.
I sent a message to you.
Oh, okay, sorry. Don't be annoyed. But we don't see you again. It's like this place makes us happy. Don't to think so that. Thank you very much. God bless you, my brother. Thank you. Sorry. I greet you, everybody who are watching me. Those who are sleeping, wake up. Thank you.
Yeah, concerned Nigerians have called on the federal government to swallow its pride and reverse some of its economic policies. Are you among the Nigerians that is calling, among the Nigerians that are calling for the reverse of these policies?
Yes. I'm very serious. I won't tell you a lie. If you see what is happening outside, I don't know, I heard the news. A lady with 4 children took the 4 children to a police station and kept them there. Said he's coming. Go to buy something. And went to outside and rushed to one vehicle and died there. Why? Frustration. This economy is fighting the rich and the poor. Because the poor still work with the rich. Nanny, drivers, and other things. The drivers are complaining. The driver has 3 children or 4 children. Their children go to school. And the salary that the Oga is paying is not enough. What do you expect? Oga will feel it. Do you think Oga will carry all the money and give the driver or the nanny? No. So the policy is bad. You cannot be saving $30 billion and people are dying. No, it's wrong. How do we show it's $30 billion? You think people will clap for you? Thank you. Tinubu, you save $30 billion. Where is the money? And things are still strong. Cost as it is, Gary. I told you, I almost cried 2 days ago, Mike. I said, let me go and buy a Jebu Gary at Agege. I asked the woman, I said, Madam, just do, I will drink. Just drink it. Give me Gary 200 naira. He said, no Gary 200 naira. I tell you, I said, Gary, just to drink, even his hand. A bag of Gary is how much? Petrol. And the petrol, they say 600 and something, 620 naira. It doesn't even up to a liter. So everybody now is, first are very wise. Anyone who want to cheat, because the government, they don't know what they are doing. So you should change the economic policy. Not to tell you you are saving money, people are dying. Like a father who save money, the children cannot eat. Number one, if you want to revise subsidy, revises. Already they say you are still paying subsidy. Number two, issue of dollars. I don't know. They should stop dollars. Anything dollars, even the airport. If you want to buy anything, use naira. So our naira can be strong. And this election, no politician, who you be, whether you be governor, don't spend dollars, spend naira, so that naira can circulate. Naira can get value. Everybody, Karima, man is talking about dollars. Sugarcane man is talking about dollars. What is the problem? In America, did they talk about naira in America, other country? No. So we should be proud about our money. Now you told me 14 states, I mean, 26, 20 what? State that cannot pay salary. 24. Why? I did not collect an allocation. Tinubu should just do one. If Tinubu can just say today, state, go and control your resources, pay 10% to federal government. Nigeria will jubilate. Everybody will go to his state and focus on their government. Yes, that's the only way to change the policy. That's the only way. Going to Abuja, after collecting your allocation, you change it to dollars. Called Aboki. Aboki is still roaming around. Look at them. They are still there. So, Nigeria passing difficulties. Now, everybody, not only the big men, not only the poor people, everybody together. We are suffering. I won't tell you lie. Everybody is suffering. No light. I don't know why you have light in your side. They bring light for 1 hour. You can't iron your clothes.
Sometimes it's not even up to 1 hour.
And the president is going everywhere, the vice president. Where you see them now, you see them in funeral, award. Instead of them to sit, look everywhere. Say, look, we need to do something. If it is two policy you bring, deal with it. You see them going for birthday party, award yesterday, all of them, vice president, they will go out there celebrating Akumi. Yes. Who will behave like him? Former Minister under Jonathan. Who keep people phone? Who make sure there's enough food? Who allocates a lot of security to the farm push? But what Tinubu doing? I enjoy him. Following them up and down with other vehicles. Instead of them to go inside Boronu. Do you see what happened? They kidnapped 200 guests. IDP camp. Government is saying it's 60, 50. That was yesterday. It happened yesterday. Boronu, Benue, 50K. That is a normal thing now. So, Tinubu, I've joined people to call that, please do something. Do you know, I always tell you, Buhari give a lot of money to the Northern to go farm and farm for Nigeria to feed. But at the end, the farm, they were taking the food to the Niger, Sudan to go and sell in the name of dollars, to get more dollars. Instead of bringing the food to the south, they want to deny our food. Don't forget that money come for Niger Delta. The money the Minister of Agriculture gave to the Northern to go and farm. They did not farm. The few that farm, they are taking the food to the Niger. And to even not give order that, look, no food should go out of the country. That's why EFCC arrested trailer of green 144. If those food have come to this south here. And again, let me just say something. Every midnight, 1 o'clock, if you come to our side there, some of those people who are bringing a little bit food to Agege or to this area, you see some boys disturbing them every night in our side there. This food, let them bring it so I will buy. You see how many police on the way? I got on the way. Immigration disturbing them. I believe that's the reason why they are not taking food to the Niger. Because the border is free there. And our border is not open. What stopped Tinubu to open border in the southwest? All the border in the southwest. And say, food, come in. We are not talking about road now. I am not talking about light. We want to eat. If you eat, you can fly the road. If you eat, you can use light. We need food. People are crying all over Nigeria. Big men and rich men, they come. You know, I always talk about yam. Have you seen any yam here? If you see any yam now, maybe that yam come for Cotonou. Or the yam, very 3,500. Will be enough for your children to eat. So, school fees, as someone state governor yesterday said they are going to reduce their university fee, yes. Why can't Edo, my governor Basaki, do that? Why can't the other Itanwolu do that? Then, you see, this time around, all government, whether Tinubu should put smile on us. But one thing, he should probe Buhari, or the billions he stole under his watch. He should probe him. Fashola, all of them, the Minister of Aviation, all of them, collect this money from them. We don't need to go abroad.
This brings me back to Edo State, your state.
Yeah, that's my state.
Yeah,
on the news.
What's happening there? What's happening with Philip Shuaibu, the deputy governor?
You see,
There's a move to impeach him.
You see, yes. He deserved that impeachment. I'll tell you why. I don't know why our people are so greedy, not to let do.
There's a petition filed against him.
Yes. It's not even doing the work he's supposed to do, yes. He's not doing anything as a deputy governor. Either he step aside, then let the governor concentrate. What we are saying now, yes, we have few months to stay. We need road. We want to see what you have done for your years. We want to see food, we want to see things. We will use that one to judge you on the day of election. But Obaseki is concentrating, make sure that he ramped up some of this road. I have not tell what I asked my brother who are there, that he's trying, but the governor is going up and down, destroying the state governor, not even the Obaseki. He should finish his tenure. If you cannot be in the office, destroying the office, also you are still talking about deputy, you want to become a governor. They should pitch him. And the governor say it's rotation. The central is their turn. Why don't you support? Just 4 years, and then you can come back. He has been a deputy governor for 8 years. And that 8 years, the 4 years now, Shaibu is using it to disturb the government. So it should be impeached. That's my own. Edo, we need peace. But I always tell them, Edo not be Lagos. When the day of election, the people of Edo will decide who will lead us for 4 years. No Shaibu will come and tell me that it's his turn. No. I'm an Edo man, and I pray that day I will have money to go to Edo State to make sure to support my people. But now, what we are saying, we have 3 candidates: Labour, APC, PDP. I get it, but you know that that should be between Labour and PDP. I get me, but it must be from Isha, that is central. Either it's the turn of Isha, it's the turn of us. I'm an Isha man. Uromi, Okuje, Amedasha. Yes, I'm proud of my state. That's why I say I don't know Lagos. The reason why I say I don't know Lagos is when you come for election in Edo State, we cannot say Baba Sokwe. I get me? No. The people are the final say in Edo State. I'm telling you, our boss.
The people have the final say.
We have the. Okay, mine. Oh, someone try it. We sack him.
The people had the final say in the last
election.
We have what of this election?
I'm already telling you. Okay, Mike. You see, I'll tell you where we are going very soon. Next month, I will ask my people, where are you going? Are you going for Labour? Or are you going for PDP? For APC, any APC is a malaria, typhoid, sickness, ulcer. We don't need it in Edo State. I'm not really. I'm telling you the truth. Every Nigerian, and let me tell you, Kule yesterday, where is Kule? He told me, say, look, he's not happy. Kule said, I'm not happy. I'm going to abuse Tinubu today. How can the bag of rice? How can the North be taking food outside? Yeah, he's not happy. Yes, You can see everybody
Is that
changing
what he
mouth.
told you?
He told me. I didn't come yesterday. He was angry. When I say, no, Tinubu, why do you allow the Northern be taking food to outside the party? Why you lock our border? He said, Asekule, I told you. Emino kon otulule. I just said me, Tinubu is sleeping. They should talk to him, they should wake him up. Not to just, you can, things are dying. People are dying. Okay, my people are dying. Look at rent now. Landlord have increased rent 100%. House that you built for 50 years because your rent has gone up. If you don't pay, go to court. The highest case in court is landlord and tenant.
All right.
Where am I going to go? Maybe I'll pack my loan very soon because a letter, every day I receive letter. Come back. I don't know where to go because later, lawyer now, charge and pay. I become, oh my God, I pray should get up to that. Nigerians are suffering. Thank you very much. My name is Lucky Yaguna Edo, not Lagos.
All right, thank you so much, Lucky. Good morning to you, Chinedu. Michael, how are you doing?
Good morning, I'm good. Good morning, viewers.
All right. Yes, I'm also saying good morning to you, Michael. Following the biting hunger, occasioned by the prevailing hardship in the land, we have concerned Nigerians telling the federal government to reverse its policies. Are you among these Nigerians?
Like I said before, the issue of fuel subsidy removal has been there for a very long time, and it's one of the means, the pipeline for corrupt activities in the oil sector, both in the downstream sector. I support the removal of subsidy. That is the truth. Then I also support the floating of the naira. Those two policies are good policies if Nigerians themselves want to be independent, if we want to jettison these corrupt practices on daily basis, not sure of the direction a nation is heading to, not sure of anything. We need to understand that, these people that are into oil, when the revelation came under Jonathan, I think the head of the economic team was Okonjo Iweala. And it was discovered, if I could remember, that she once said that because of the ineffectiveness of the government, or they keep a blind eye on corrupt activities that were happening as a result of fuel importation. When they bring in that fuel, maybe they say it's 1 barrel, for instance. At the end of the day, you understand, you discover that it is half barrel, and government is paying for 1 barrel or 2 barrels, and they just issue voucher without any investigation. That money will be shared beyond the sea. So they were making Nigerians for over 40, 45, 50 years. And that is a fact. And when that revelation came, and Jonathan wanted to do something about it, we all know what happened. There was massive opposition to that. Because one, I also blame Jonathan because he did not actually market that policy to the extent Nigerians who, understand what that policy actually means. And that was why the opposition, feasted on it and tagged it voodoo economy. You understand? If we have to move forward, how government is going to navigate out of, the merits of something that has a merit, you will not also rule out the threat that goes with it. And government is trying to look at that threat and they're telling Nigerians to exercise patience. But if you look at it properly, factors who would have seen this thing come to limelight, people will start feeling the impact of these two powerful economic policies are not there. It's a problem. No reasonable economist will let the person go wherever you are. Let the person come and tell us that floating of naira and removal of subsidy is a fraud. It's not acceptable. It's a bad economic policy. It is not. But what would have engineered it economically, infrastructure, human resource capital, institutions, electricity, farming, agriculture, manufacturing. As I'm talking to you now, about 700 manufacturing companies have shut down in less than 2 months now. 700. So, making it very difficult for these policies to become a threat to Nigerians. Then another factor is this. If you cannot defend your policy nationally and internationally, it's also a problem, because you cannot rule out IMF, World Bank, international community influence and interest jeopardizing if you cannot defend yourself properly among these people. They will make you to play some roles, that they will see, that will make them more richer, making you, while, trying to romance you at the same time. So that is why a lot of people are saying that Tinubu should just do away with these politicians who are ministers. Bring in technocrats, people who are exposed at the global level. We have Nigerians there who knows what to do in a situation like this. That is the fact, and we keep on saying it. We keep on leveraging on different platforms, to get government attention that this is not a matter of who assisted me in whatever manipulation to get to the position of the presidency or become president. Then for me to compensate him, I use this position to compensate him. And at the end of the day, they might not have the prowess, the intellectual capacity, on the area of specialization to be able to put in, input.
Now, away from that, let's quickly move down to just a bit of our time. On Wednesday, the impeachment proceedings against the Deputy Governor of the state, Philip Shuaibu, commenced. And among the petitions filed against Shuaibu are perjury and disclosure of government secrets. Now, out of 24 members of the legislature, we have 21 signing it that he should be impeached. Don't you think Shuaibu is on his way out?
Of course, he laid the foundation for it.
He laid the foundation?
Yes. I'll give you a thorough rundown, a rundown of how Osumole came to power. That Obaseki is a dynasty in Edo State. That Obaseki family is a very large and influential family in Edo State. Together with the late Mike, Nosa, the guy just died a few years ago. He's one of the billionaires, Captain Nosa from Edo State. Any Edo guy can know him. I might not be able to get his son name. These are the people who came together and said, Obaseki, no. It was an Obaseki brainchild idea. And Osumole was approached because of his legacies, supposed legacies, when he was NLC chairman. And Obaseki financed Osumole to become the governor of Edo State. The history is there. And that is just truth. They met in Abuja. Then subsequently, you saw what happened. That at a point, Osumole become a threat, to governance in Edo State. And the likes of, Obaseki and co, also came in and stepped in. And that was how, in that process, Obaseki became the governor of Edo State. At that time, you will understand that Philip Shuaibu, who was the president of Nigeria Students Union Association, we know his history. You understand? Also served in Oshomole's administration. He was a one-time representative, in the Federal House of Representatives, in the Representatives constituency. You understand? Then, at this point, that is what destroyed PDP. That was what Wike and Autumn did that made PDP. Today, they are very weak. And Obaseki does not want something to repeat in Edo State. because the constituency Philip Shaibu came from has produced governor. That is the clear truth. And when this thing was was put to him, he became funny. He started acting funny.
Something you know.
Something you know. Something that destroyed PDP.
It's a reality.
It's a reality. Wike manipulated Autumn. And Autumn headed the committee that was to zone the presidency. And look at what it has cost PDP now. And you want similar thing to repeat in Edo State. Obaseki said no. The Wike elements are trying to use him against Obaseki. But let me tell you, at the end of the day, the Edo people are going to decide who is going to be their next governor. I've said this several times. Philip Shaibu, I don't know what has just come over him. This is a guy, a lot of people have respect for, and Obaseki brought him in and gave him the space to operate. But when this issue of where to zone the governorship came on board, why you are this? What must he be from the same? This guy came from the same constituency. Let him move you to another, Abi. And he said no. Then let us see how it's going to play out. At the end of the day, I want them to, this should be a lesson to him. Let them kick him out. It's not a crime. You understand? What we're looking for is justice. What is good for A is also good for B. And that is why the sympathy of Igbo presidency of Igbo extraction came. And Peter Obi, capitalized on that. That is just the truth. But the Yorubas, and some reasonable Northerners know that without being told, this is pure injustice against the Easterners. And look at now, there's a legislation that is coming up. They want to make sure that every zone now, you see, that is what we are saying, that has produced presidency should not have tests at all. Mike, let me tell you. Yes, Mike, let me tell you. Yes, and that is the fundamental issue.
If you want that one Nigeria.
Obaseki and Philip Shaibu is having. And he is using it wicked and giving him, it's like he doesn't know that he's breathing. So I'm talking to you now, wicked political career has crashed.
Wow.
Bros, what is going to happen?
Are you sure?
What is going to, I'm telling you what is going to happen. Look at, he want to muzzle Simi Fubara, the present governor of Rivers State, until the Ijaw nation call him to order. And it has not stopped. Don't look at it. They're going to play him a normal game. If you feel that you want to be Jagaban, you cannot be Jagaban in Rivers State. All of them want, no, so Mike, excuse me. Excuse me. No, don't forbid me. I wanted to use it to, explain something anyway, but I don't know whether my time is up, but it's good talking to you.
All right, thank you so much, Michael. Raphael, you can only be Jagaban in Lagos State and not in Rivers State.
There should only be one Jagaban in Nigeria.
Okay.
Where? In Lagos. There shouldn't be Jagaban in Enugu, Anambra, or Rivers State. No. Tinubu succeeded on Jagabanizing himself here. And this Wike Chotman, he's trying to Jagabanize himself in Rivers State. No, it can't be like that. I don't know what I understand. Say, if rat jump enter water, it might not dry for him or the body might not dry. But if lizard does that, you will see it swim across. Because the body of rats and body of these lizards are not the same. Mike, come up with some issues we have across Nigeria this morning.
All right. Are you also calling for the reversal of some of Tinubu's policies?
I think I did in the past and the present. I'm trying to say that some of the policies of Tinubu's government are so excruciating. That's why we found ourselves this time in this mess. When you are a leader that doesn't like critics, brace it up for failure. Criticisms goes with success because you are going to learn from your opponent criticizing you. You go indoor and you sit down and find out where corrections are needed and you follow it up, you will come up with success. Do you know why? Some of our leaders, most of them, they always like hard policies on Nigeria. See, A leader might be a good man, oh, but his advisors, people around him, political vagabonds and dissidents, disgruntled elements around our leaders might be the cause of all these hard policies decision. When a man says this is good, then the wife says no, the children say Baba no now. He goes indoor, ask all his family members, please help me, where am I getting it wrong? I don't know what I understand. The policies that this man is coming up with is so killing.
Seek advice.
Seek advice. That is it. You shouldn't hold on say, if I seek advice, it means I have failed. Now lie. Anybody that seeks advice always succeeds. I didn't understand. That's why you see
From different
angles. Let me tell you. That's why you see Vladimir Putin falling apart. See, let me tell you, we're just trying to use Vladimir, what happened in his own regime, collide it with what happened in the past USSR regime. Because anybody that criticizes them, they always kill them. If you follow the history of Kremlin, critics are dying mysteriously. Look at what happened to Alexei Navalny, that died in prison. That's the same critics. So I think you understand. As Tinubu is doing now, that's how the past leaders are doing. As we are talking and say, Tinubu, what you are doing is not good, blah, 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 DSS will be looking for you. You know how many journalists they killed that lost their life in Nigeria? It is bad. When you come up with bad policies, you should listen. If those policies are good, stop. For Christ's sake.
The policies are killing.
Killing, especially. How could you say nothing should enter from the border? When you don't have enough to export, you don't have enough to export. Why are you arresting the Bureau de Change houses? Are they the cause of it? These ones where they change money? No, now. Begin to export. Manufacture to export. You don't need consumption, and you expect Naira to have upper hand over dollars. You don't export. To equate it. You will buy now. Dollars go to flow in now. When you are exporting. And when you are importing, you are using, my brother, I don't know why Nigeria is like paranoid, incurable disease. I'm telling you, if we keep on not doing the right thing, we stay here until our Lord come and take over the regime of the whole earth. That's when Nigerians will breathe good, fresh air. Because everybody that comes will come to press Nigerians to show that it's Maradona. Babangida was there. Maradona. Abacha was there. A killing president. Obasanjo was there. Who? Third term agenda. I don't understand. This man came there, he nearly killed everybody in Nigeria. Buhari. So now we are talking about Tinubu. Listen and listen good. I don't know what Oluremi Tinubu is doing. I don't know. That's why any pastor now, I know who the pastor is. Because Oluremi Tinubu is a pastor. Everybody knows. Why not advise this man? Give him good advice. To have a listening ear. Before he came in, everybody was saying, as this man hijacked this power, snatch it, and they do this, he's going to do right thing. But look at all his policies.
I have vowed to stop open grazing in Abuja.
Thank you so much. That's from Wike.
Okay.
Yes, Wike said that.
You were saying it to the Belgian
ambassador, yes. Can you listen and listen good?
Yeah.
Wike said so, that any cow found straying, that's missing its road on that FCT enclosure or environment should be killed. Do you know how he took over the office? He started destroying slums owned by these herdsmen in their city. Because Fulanis are stubborn rats. He destroyed all their slums without looking faces. He keeps on doing that and doing that and doing that. We are like hailing him. But Mike, Wike does not know that owners of these livestock, Fulani livestock, they are the core sultanas, emirs.
And that's why
it's a sensitive issue. Wike has seen by himself. That's why he used that word, sensitive. That is what is trending now on social media. Sensitive. Okay? Sultan of Sokoto has cows. Emir of Kano.
President
Buhari has cows. Those cows grazing on Nnamdi Azikiwe Airport, Nnamdi Azikiwe Stadium, everywhere, on the highway, are owned by the highs in the northern society. The highs Should I name them? Sultan of Sokoto, Buhari, El Rufai, Gumi, all of them, and so on and so forth. The peaks and the highs in the north. So if Wike tries it, they will cut his tails. They will use bottle, shave his biabia.
A strong man like that.
A strong man like that. When you use that word sensitive issue, a home minister of FCT that can demolish the buildings, built by trespassers, that can do and undo in the FCT is using the word highly sensitive. Okay? Now I know, say, the Fulani, they are very powerful in Nigeria. Do you know what could bring it to check? Let me propose a solution. Each state in Nigeria should have their own state police. By mere having their own state police, if Abuja recruits police in Abuja land, the whole policemen should be from Bari and the other native tribes in Abuja, and they will never allow anybody to play with them on their land. If Oyo State enroll people as their own personal state police, the Oyo State indigenes, Ile-Ife, Modakeke, and the rest of them from that land, and nobody will like his land taken over by these dangerous herdsmen. I didn't understand. Cow will no longer be grazing anyhow in Ibadan because state police or infiltrating. The menace of Fulani herdsmen terrorism across Nigeria should be checked, put on hold. It cannot all go well again with this Fulani herdsmen business. I didn't understand. Right. Likewise, Enugu and Anambra and other states of the federation, let us put state police in each and every of the states so that there will be no issue of insecurity again. Fulani, they have grown above the law in Nigeria. Let us tell ourselves the truth. Nigeria, Mike, is too obvious.
Look at the killings.
The killings in Benue State, the militias, their names are, let me give them the name. The people that killed themselves recently in Benue State, I think yesterday, were the militias. Not Benue militias, or not Taraba or Plateau, not Fulani. Two militias.
From Taraba State to Benue State.
Rival militias. One, the name is called Chain. The other one is Fire. They killed themselves so while fighting in another man's land. You know the cause of the fight was grazing route, grazing portion. I should graze towards Oturupo and Agatu. That one saying a lie. I should graze towards Makurudi and the Ihenwe local government. They started crashing because some of the lands are greener than some. Ogato share portion of loot where armed robbers thief. They come to the house of the victims, come they share the loot, kill even the villagers and kill the owner of the loot, what they stole.
Even farmers are complaining.
My brother,
some of these farmers have to pay.
I'm telling you,
pay ransom before they can even access.
Can I choke you?
In bandits.
Oh my God,
which is wrong.
The bandits are Fulanis. The herdsmen are Fulanis. The bandits and Fulanis that are killing Northerners in recent time are Fulanis. Do you know that over 12 communities, I repeat again, in Plateau State, we are taken over by Fulani herdsmen? And they rename those communities in their language, and they are staying there today. Nigerians. Ndo, sorry everybody.
All right, thank
you
so much. Okay, want to say something? Just briefly before we go, just a few minutes.
I don't even have enough strength to talk this time around.
Come closer. Okay. Your name?
My name is Olayemi Sunday.
All right. Okay, your contribution, sir.
As in?
Okay, I thought you wanted to contribute. You want to say something?
Yes, I just want to say about how Nigerians is being governed.
Okay.
This time around.
Okay.
It's not very encouraging. The citizens are suffering. The government are not helping situations. 2-3 years ago, I am very constant with newspaper. But this time around, I decided to go off reading newspaper.
Why?
Knowing what is happening about Nigeria. Because we're not getting anything straight. We're not getting anything straight. The government of the days are not helping situation. They are not helping the masses. They are only there for their selfish interest.
with the renewed hope initiative.
What hope are we renewing this time around? What hope? When hunger is about killing the whole citizen of the land, what hope do you want to renew in them? You talk of palliatives, they are not saying it. You talk of transportation, zero. You talk of health, zero. People are being laid off from their job. People don't have job again. Look at in Lagos here. Maybe 2 weeks ago, I heard that they should go to work again for 3 days. So are you telling them to go to work for 3 days? The remaining days in the week, they should go and sit down home, hungry with their family, because you believe you are bringing support to them. That is not it. Do what is mindful. In agricultural setup, where we are supposed to be feeding, where the government is supposed to be feeding the citizen, they don't do anything. No mechanized farming, no anything. If you did see this one initiating an agricultural something, at the end of the day, it turned out to be his own personal business. If in housing, it turned out to be their own personal business. If any government, any governor, by the time they embark in any project, any succeeding one does not have any maintenance attitude. Only they are looking for where they will do whatever they want to do and loot our treasury.
All right, because of our time.
No, I just want to say, Nigerians in diaspora, they should do everything possible. In order to assist the hungry masses of this nation. Because people are hungry and they are angry. In the north were being vandalized and people were cutting away rice and all these things. I heard the one of Ogun State too.
Niger State,
And they are saying some are building materials. So if the government are looking at this, they are hearing all this thing and nothing is done, then definitely when it becomes unbearable for the citizens, then something they don't expect will happen. What is the National Assembly doing there? They are enacting the law that will benefit their own purpose. And we say we have the National Assembly, we have the presidency. What is their functions? What responsibility were they saluted with?
Don't worry, we'll give you time to speak tomorrow. This is the first time of talking on
Yes, I came here the other time. I talked to.
Don't worry, we'll do that.
All right. Thank you so much.
All right, you can get his number from me. All right, how you doing, sir?
Good morning.
Okay.
God keep you. God bless you. You will live long in the name of Jesus. As this country be, Nigeria is very bad now. It's very bad indeed. So I don't know whether our president knows what happened to generation. The Nigerian people, fuel. Lorry will carry load, carry yam, carry beans. They are charged more than what their power reach. That's why if something cost, make President Tinubu make refinery for people. For something, now everybody will benefit, not to give somebody money, to benefit for people. Let something come down. Make it do refinery. When they do refinery and open border, everything will quite easy for everybody from Nigeria. Make it remember the poor people. God will be with him. God will be with you. You will live like the name of Jesus.
Yeah, you too. All right, it's all about people's views, all about my view, your view, everyone's view. We've been able to hear from our reviewers today. They've expressed their concerns about the situation in the country. We've registered their displeasure concerning certain issues that are not going the right way. And here, Michael Adekule saying goodbye to you until the section of this program. Tomorrow is another day. Malik is behind the camera doing a great job there. My social media handles right on the screen. So join me on Facebook at Michael Timothy Adekunle, Instagram Michael Timothy Adekunle, and on TikTok Mike Timothy. Thank you so much, viewers. We love you all. Bye.